Hey everyone, Smikey here. So we went to go use our oven the other day and we set the time, set the temperature, and later on when we came back our oven started beeping and I was kind of monitoring things. The parchment paper inside the oven got set on fire and then our oven started to smell like burnt plastic and started flashing this code right here, F10, runaway temperature. So those are the symptoms. And that's all it was flashing. I couldn't change any of the settings. None of the buttons seemed to respond.
Model and serial number if you're interested.
So besides the oven being pretty dirty, I don't see anything wrong. That's the temperature sensor right there. Our top heat element. It doesn't look to be damaged in any way. And at least right here I can't see the bottom heat element. But this plate looks like there's a screw right back there. So maybe I should take that off and then take a look at the bottom heat element.
I checked out the bottom heat element. It was fine. So I've got the back off here. I also have the oven unplugged. And as you can see right there, something got overheated down here. And something's melted in that corner. So I'm going to do a couple more tests here, and then we'll probably take off this control board and see what we can do. All right, this is the temperature sensor, and according to the chart, as far as I understand, it looks okay. This is the company that I get my appliance parts through, called Amory Supply. It is local, and I've been able to find a lot of stuff through these guys, furnace and some parts for my father-in-law's oven. Unfortunately, they don't have the Bosch control panel that I need for my oven. Neither does Amazon or eBay, and I can't really find it on Bosch's website. So my plan is to come in here and pick up one of these control boards that is similar and take the components off it that I need to repair my control board. So I've come through here and found a board right here that looks almost like mine. It's missing a couple pieces, like a relay here, but it has this main relay, the resistor down here which burned out. It has the two capacitors, I believe those are. So I plan on taking these off this new board and putting them on my Bosch board. The interesting thing is, let me zoom back out, there we go. Oh. The interesting thing is this board is made by Spitfire, so they manufacture the control board and sell it to, in this case, Frigid Air. But these are the same numbers off my board, so my board is made by Spitfire. It's just these second set of letters and numbers here that are different, which shows that it's a different board. But that helps me to have confidence that I can take the components off this board and put them onto mine because they're made by the same. It's made by the same company. This is my circuit board model number. So that's the plan. It's 180 bucks. I'll get that in, replace those components, and see how it goes. Okay, the oven circuit board control board is out. I've got it popped out of this little plastic shell. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got some damage to the back of the board here. Hopefully that'll be okay. And right down here in this lower section, it looks like something's melted down here. Right there. Yeah, looks like a little resistor melted. That's what started things off. So the connector here looks okay, but the relays really got heated up. Should probably change that out and a couple of these other components.
There's the two boards side by side. So as I said, these are the components that I'm going to be changing. This does have a resistor down here, but I don't think it's the correct size. I think it's more like one of these sizes of resistors that was down in this corner on the board. So just judging by the size of this piece, looks like it was a lot bigger than that little resistor down there. So I'm probably going to put one of the bigger resistors in, and we'll see what happens. That trace lifted a little bit, so we'll have to deal with that. So I've got that one replaced. This is the old one. I'm going to start on that relay there, and I just got the rest of the two legs of the resistor out. I don't have a good solder wick. I just have some solder wicking wire. So I'm going to try to just heat up the solder this way and pull it off. We'll see if it goes. There we go, it's off. So you might be able to see there just how burnt that side of that. I would assume that this is a relay. Right, that's better. So we'll take the one off the new board and then we'll put it back on. So both relays are off, and as you can see, they are the same part number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of these components that I want to change off this board that I'm going to reuse. This guy, that one, that resistor, and then I'm going to put the new stuff. Then I'm going to put the new stuff back on once I get it off here. Here's all the old stuff, and here's all the new. That piece right there has already been soldered on. So I'll show you when everything else is on the board. All the new components are on my original board, but they're not quite soldered down yet, so that's what I'll do next. Go through and fix all those spots, solder all those spots that need to be done, like here and there. Oops, there, and there. And then we'll test it. All soldered on. Just need to go through and clean up the flux, and then we'll test.
Okay, flashing numbers. I've got this plugged back in, and the control board's back in. Oh, and I've got all the wires plugged back into the back. One good thing is to take a picture before you unplug connectors, so you know. So let's go and see if the buttons work and all the different features. Well, that's a good sign so far. Nothing smoking. I think we are doing pretty good here. It's heating up. That's awesome. Let's go and test the oven. And we've got heat. Awesome. I think it's fixed.